so incredible, honestly. You guys, today I'm testing the cheapest, and I mean the cheapest, flat irons on the market, all under $20. First we have Remington, and this one comes in at $17.84. Next we have Conair, and this one comes in at $16.10. And then we have the Revlon, $10.74. They're all really weirdly priced on Amazon right now. They're all on sale. Let's just get right into it. And the thing is, you can find cheaper flat irons, but you're gonna pay for shipping, and then it's gonna be a lot more than $20, and they're not in this 1-inch size. They're either in the miniature version or 3/4 inch. So let's begin. So starting with the Remington, with the highest, with the most expensive, I'm gonna first do it without any kind of brush along with the flat iron. I just wanna see how it does on its own. So we'll do one pass, very smooth. And these are all ceramic coated plates. Look at that, how smooth that is. Not bad, Remington. Look at you go. And I'm gonna take a bigger section, but I am going to use a brush in conjunction to the flat iron just because I feel like it does the best job for me personally. I'm just gonna brush it through, kind of stick my hair in there. Then I'm gonna take the flat iron and gently just go through the hair. Wow, look at that. I would definitely go a couple more times just to get it really nice and sleek and straight, but you guys get the gist. I think it's doing a really good job with just one pass. Okay, let's go on this side, and I wanna try the Conair. And the one thing with this, you have this little lock mechanism at the bottom to keep the flat iron together. You unlock it and it's nice and open for you. We're gonna take this section right here, and I wanna see how this is going to do with just one pass as well, without a brush. Also very smooth. This one's a little bit more smooth, but the hair is kind of just going all over the place in the plates. Ooh, that one didn't do that good of a job. There's way too much of a gap, even when I'm pressing it really tight. It's a very uneven gap. Look at the difference. Look at the big gap in this one. So now we're gonna take a bigger section with the brush. Okay, definitely works better with bigger, thicker sections, but you gotta go super slow. That's one pass. That's pretty good, but I think the Remington definitely beat it so far. All right, I do wanna use the Revlon. I'll do this section right here. Yeah, these plates are still smooth, but they're not the smoothest out of all of them, but it is very smooth. Yeah, this one, I remember this, I loved this one for straightening the hair. Curling, not so much just because of these ridges, but it straightens the hair really good for a $10 flat iron. It always amazes me when I go and try this flat iron out again. I'm just amazed. Let's get these bottom sections with the Revlon. It's just so good. I mean, look at that. It's so incredible, honestly. It gets underneath. I like that it gets really close to the roots. I always get so giddy when I show you guys this flat iron. It's just so good. All right, I'm gonna straighten this out with the Revlon, this portion right here, just because the Conair didn't do that great of a job. I feel like that's the last one in place right now. Honestly, just do yourself a favor and try out this tool, and please let me know how it works out for you. I'm gonna try the Remington again, the purple one, just to see. But so far, Revlon is #1 pick for straightening the hair. It also does such a gorgeous job. Look at that, just one pass, right? Let's take a bigger section now, a wider section. And if you love purple, this is a great option for straightening hair as well. I like that the plates are a lot longer, so you can get a lot wider sections. And now we're gonna try the Conair again. I wanna see how it's going to do. Give it a couple more shots to straighten hair, and keep in mind, I am on the highest heat setting for the Conair. It's just these plates, they're way too far apart, and I had to really squeeze to keep the plates closer together, to have less of a gap.
That's the prettiest one of them all.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like Kristen S. Yeah, it's just, you see, it doesn't do that great of a job. You can still see a lot of bend and wave happening versus this side. This is just one pass. Look at the difference. That's a huge difference. Let's try this again. Let's get a couple more sections going. Going a little bit slower definitely helps, but it still doesn't do such a great job. Very consistent all the way through. Like the ends still look a little too poofy for my liking. For these top sections, I'm going to put the Remington against the Revlon. The most expensive against the cheapest. We'll keep the Remington on the right side and the Revlon on the left side. I am trying to get nice big sections just to really see how well this flat iron is going to perform.
Is that the one that has a lot of reviews?
Yeah, this one has over 17,000 reviews on Amazon. That's insane. I think it's almost 5 stars. I can see why so many people like it. I'm taking really big sections too. For straightening hair and getting the best results, the #1 winner, Remington. You can get a lot wider sections, therefore you're gonna get done a lot faster and you don't need as much heat. But the Revlon, it was great. It really held its own. But, I still think the results look much better. They're a lot more even. The hair looks a lot more smooth. It's very shiny, it's sleek in comparison to the Revlon side. I think the Remington did a little bit better of a job. The Revlon is really great to getting close to the root just because the plates are really close to the edge versus the Remington, you still have a good amount of packaging around the plates. But I think for one pass, I think this did phenomenal. The Conair, you guys already know my problem with this. The plates are very uneven. They have uneven spacing and gapping. So that's the one thing it does not want to do the best job of straightening the hair. But let's now try curling the hair and see which one prevails. I'm already telling you this one can curl, the Revlon can curl hair, but because of these ridges and because it's very squared off, it doesn't do the best of the job. But first, let's start with the Remington. I want to see if this one also gives a nice curl just because the packaging does have a little bit of a bend to it. It's not very squared off. And same thing with the Conair. This one is the most round in comparison. So this one might give the best curl. It's not bad. I mean, it does a really good job, but the packaging on the outside, it's a little bit rough and it's a little too matte. This one feels a lot more smooth, so we'll see. We'll see. It definitely curls very well, as you can see. It's really good. The packaging is the smoothest out of all of them. And the one thing I do want to say, not liking this one to curl either, just because the gaps, it's not really holding the hair very well in there. But you can definitely still curl your hair. You just gotta kind of keep the hair nice and tight within the plates. I'm just gonna use these two on this lower section and then I'll show you guys the Revlon up higher. The problem with the Remington to curl the hair, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the hair was kind of falling out towards the bottom, so I had to kind of push it back in the plates, so it's not as a consistent curl. Let me quickly show you what I mean. So you do a little twist, and then if you go down, you see how the hair is trying to fall out right there? To bring it back into the plates and hold it there as I'm going down. Now let me quickly show you guys the Revlon, and I'm only gonna do a couple of sections just because it's way too squared off and because of those ridges. See, you can definitely get a nice curl, but it's you can even see where those ridges are. You see right there, the creasing? You get a lot of creasing in the curl. And because this flat iron, the cord, it doesn't swivel, this is not great to curl your hair with. So you want to find a flat iron that has that round packaging around the plates and a swiveling cord. That's your best friend for curling your hair. Now with this one, the hair doesn't fall out. So every one of these has their pluses and minuses. Okay, I've curled my hair, and for these types of curls, I'm going to use a hairbrush. I've had so many people get mad at me for using a hairbrush to brush out my curls, and then others got mad at me when I just used my fingers. So I'm just gonna use my brush because I want to. And I like the results, how about that? I just like the softer look that it gives when I use a hairbrush. I think overall, I prefer my right side because everything looks a lot more consistent and they're a lot tighter just because it's a lot thinner in comparison to the Conair. Overall, I would choose, for straightening and curling my hair, I would choose the Remington. I think it does the best out of all of them, but it still has its major faults, like when you're curling your hair, the hair tends to slip out towards the bottom and it's not consistent, so you kind of have to kind of pull it back in there very gently. It is the most expensive, but it's still under $20. It's $17, and I think you're gonna get the best results, and I believe there are other colors to choose from, and you get the most amount of temperature settings from 310 to 450, I believe. And then if you just want a nice little flat iron to straighten your hair to make it sleek, I would recommend the Revlon just because you have a lot of plate and it's nice and close to the very edge, so you can get really close to your roots, but it's not gonna give you the best curl. It's not gonna be the most gentle on your hair, let's just put it that way. Please let me know your thoughts. What is your favorite flat iron under $20 if you have one? But for now, you guys, thank you for watching, spending time with me and these cheapest flat irons on the market, and I'll see you in the next one very soon. Bye.